Welcome to the Wonder Bowl in San Antonio, Texas for the 1979 Magicscore Open. Let's join our announcers as our first match is set to get underway right here on ESPN Classic.
Some of our technical problems, we hope it has been corrected and you have a clear and beautiful color picture in our live coverage from the Wonder Bowl. Well, a nice break here. So Beckmann gets a break and leaves the 10-pin on the left lane. And Bo, we're using the pair of 13 and 14.
Well, Chris, some people might think that's unlucky, but really makes no difference to players. A thing you can watch for happen very early to Beckmann is the lanes are a little slick, and you got to watch when you pull it. You don't leave the 8-10.
All right, a former high school track star, Dave Beckmann, 24 years old, has marked with a spare in the first frame. And now the veteran of 19 PBA titles, former president of the PBA, 2 years, Dick Ritger. And a lofted shot on the right lane gets him a strike.
Well, you can see Ritger's experience showing right away. The first shot, been on the telecast many times, went with a little extra loft and played the hit light. When you have a super high scoring condition, you're better off trying to stay light. If you pull it a little bit, you go off solid. As you can see, Dick Ritger's 42 game average for the week, 228, big scores.
And on this television pair, he has averaged 246. And immediately puts the pressure on the non-winner, Dave Beckmann of Mercer Island, Washington. That's in the Seattle area. So having marked with a spare in the first frame, we now have Beckmann shooting in the right lane. Second frame. Beautiful strike by Beckmann, and we realize that we are still sustaining some picture difficulties, but we're working to make them better.
The real nice style of Dave Beckmann. All the good junior bowlers that are coming out on the tour, look at that stance. A good high follow-through, deep knee bend. Excellent. I think all the great young players we see today are a lot result of the PBA tour for many years. Watching it on television.
Hoping to double. 10-pin. Standing room only crowd here at the Wonder Bowl, establishment of 40 lanes.
Not quite getting up on the left-hand lane. Again, you said, Chris, it is 13 and 14. The player said that the right-hand lane, 14, hooks about 2 boards more than the left-hand lane, 13. So we'll watch to see if they can get the ball up to the pocket on 13.
So the young professional who attended the University of Washington has marked with a spare in the third frame. Now Ritger is perfect up to this point, shooting in the third frame. Three in a row for the 40-year-old father of 4.
And we have what makes good scores every week. It's the good lane condition with the oil all the way down the lane. Here's Ritger's profile, just absolutely perfect. Very similar to Beckmann's, although there's 15 years age difference between the two men. Ritger going for 4 in a row up on the left-hand lane. Leads by 20.
Carefully positioned now on the approach. Ten-pin on that lane 13 here at the Wonder Bowl.
Ritger playing a little less speed on the left-hand lane. He's playing both lanes the same, and yet he throws just a little slower on the left-hand lane. And that lets the ball finish.
In our continuing telco problems, we have word that the telephone company is trying its very best to correct your pictures. All right, after 3 in a row, marking with a spare in the 4th frame of our first game here at the Wonder Bowl in San Antonio, where we'll return after this. And today you will get an opportunity to once again see Linda Fratiani skating along with Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner. All this on Wide World of Sports. 7th frame. Oh, little sweeper, giving him 137 through the 6th with a strike up in the 7th. And we got to point out, as we look at the pinfall, watch it again, that Telco is working hard to correct your picture breakup on your television set wherever you are. It is not your set. It is a telephone problem.
And speaking of breakup, Chris, the head pin did the job on the 4, 5, and 7 for Ritger that time. That's his patented shot. That's his favorite shot. Stay light, shake him off the sideboard. Ritger, 8th frame, can increase his lead to 29.
Another 5.
Once again, Ritger with a little too much speed and didn't allow that ball to break, and he knows he got a break. He almost got a pocket split, 5-7. Headpin went to the sideboard and took out the 7, but did not come back and take the 5.
Winner of 19 titles. Our professional bowling tip of the week today will be on bowling etiquette. Nelson Burton Jr. Joined by Mark Roth and telling you how you should behave, whether it's on the approaches or just in the house itself.